I'm just wondering when enough is going to be enough. Seems like every time I get on Instagram, I get on social media, I watch the news, black people are being targeted in some way. They're either showing some propaganda video about us, we either got some new policy going against us, some cop done shot one of us. It's just, when is enough going to be enough? When are black people going to decide, yo, this is crazy? We are being bullied. We are being oppressed. We are being targeted. Sometimes I feel like we are the only ones who don't know that we are at war, and we just live in this la la land of not realizing what's going on. President Trump hasn't even been in office for a whole month yet, and he's already speed rolling the oppression. He's already taken away the DEI initiatives. He's already rolled back the 1965 Civil Rights Workers Equality Act. He's talking about canceling Black History Month. The discussions of mass deportation, it just seems like it all targets black people and brown people. And honestly, I don't know any black person that's ever got a job for them being black. Like, a lot of these policies never benefited us anyway. These were for white women and other cultures to put themselves in the minority space when they aren't minorities. That's for a whole nother conversation. So now that he's rolling back all these policies, I guess it's going to make the job market open up. I don't know. Everybody's looking for somebody to blame. White people think black people are taking all the opportunities and resources. Black people think the illegal immigrants are taking all the opportunities and resources. Everybody's looking for somebody to blame instead of pointing it back to the one culprit that who we know it is the government. So they'll be happy to do what they have to do, whatever policies they got to do to make it look like it's not them robbing and stealing and taking the resources and closing opportunity out for us, all while black people take the fall. Now that the DEI has been taken away, you see a lot of companies like Target and Walmart and Home Depot basically taking the black products off their shelves and taking a lot of the marketing dollars that was allocated to diversity. There's a couple black people who that have products in Target that spoke on it on Instagram and spoke about how they feel. Their products weren't necessarily affected. So here's what they had to say about it.
Hey y'all, I am Melissa Butler. I am the founder and CEO of The Lip Bar. The Lip Bar has been in Target since 2017, and we are the largest Black owned makeup company in Target. So, of course, we were disappointed, just like many of you, when we learned that they were rolling back their DEI initiatives. But I will say, even though I'm disappointed, I'm not that surprised. I think part of it is because Trump is emboldening companies to reverse commitments that they never wanted to do in the first place. And so someone asked me, what will this mean for the lip bar? Will this DEI rollback impact you guys? And truth is, I don't know yet. I don't know yet from a Target perspective. Right now things are still business as usual. We are still growing significantly at Target, which is a blessing. So the immediate risk is that, if all of our consumers boycott Target, then, that will absolutely impact us. And a lot of people are saying, like, well, I would rather shop you on your site. But I do want to make sure that we are aware that, by not shopping in these stores, you are also impacting the hundreds of Black owned businesses and women owned businesses and, brown person owned businesses that are in these stores. What y'all want us to do?
If we all decide to stop supporting said businesses and say, I can't buy nothing from there, even the businesses who were affected by the DEI ban, right? What that does is you take all our sales and they dwindle down. And then those companies get to say, oh, your products are not performing. And they can remove them from the shelves and then put their preferred businesses on the shelves. And then what happens to all the businesses who've worked so hard to get where they are? Then what happens, right?
Seeing those responses kind of scare me, and it just shows that, like, we're not quite ready for a revolution. They're okay with being the only ones. They don't care about other black people being affected or being at the mercy of Target. They're okay as long as they're making money, then everybody else suffering, and then it really doesn't matter. They're basically telling us, hey, continue. Hey, don't boycott, because then our products are going to be messed up. When we've done all these other boycotts, they act like other black people aren't affected at these companies. Like, That's what happens when you boycott. Black people work at all types of companies. When we boycotted Gucci, black people work there. When we boycotted this, black people work there. So you got to understand, everybody's cool with it as long as they're not being affected. And that's going to be our downfall. That is our biggest downfall. We're okay with being the only ones. Too many of us want to live comfortably amongst our enemies. I see so much talk of, oh, let's buy this black city. We can build a black Wakanda. Oh, let's bring these policies to the White House. We need a black lobbyist group, thinking that we can actually influence ideas in a system that was meant to oppress us.
What if we had a Black Project 2025? Hear me out. I know it sounds crazy, but this is my vision. What if all of us were to get into a group? Okay, I'm talking doctors, lawyers, engineers. There's so many of us that are so talented, and we were to work together with our own Black agenda for 2025. I'm talking opening up Black-owned grocery stores in certain cities, Black-owned banks, so that way we can actually get our home loans and do what we need to do.
It's too many of us want to be the first. I just seen the NCAA championship. They're like, oh, the first 2 black head coaches to coach the game. Is like, why do we always want to be the first in their system? Why do we want to be a part of that system at all? Why are we always trying to live comfortably in a space that wasn't created for us?
Did you know that no black woman has ever taken a company public? A company has never gone public under the leadership of a black woman, as in being IPO'd, as in being on a stock exchange such as the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ. It's time we make some changes, y'all.
Why are we always begging for equality in a race? This is a race. The point of a race is a contest. It's called racism for a reason. They're not going to make things equal. This is a race. They don't want to give us anything. Too many black people think getting rich is the answer, or that's revolutionary. Like, black capitalism hasn't done anything for us. There's been plenty of rich niggas. There's plenty of NFL players. There's plenty of actors. There's plenty of business people. A rich black person hasn't done anything for the collective. People in Target and Walmart, instead of saying, hey guys, don't boycott Target, they should say, hey, screw Target. I don't want my stuff in here. If my people can't have a fair opportunity, and I don't want to be in here. Being the token Negro isn't winning. It's just losing with a nice suit on. We tried black capitalism. We had our towns. We had our own Wall Streets. We've built plenty of black spaces. The message is clear. We are not allowed to thrive in their system. A system that wasn't made by us cannot be saved by us. Can't frolic around and try to come up with all these ideas and all these, oh, let's do this and let's do this Black Agenda 2025. And it doesn't matter. We're not going to thrive in their system. And the only way to really have a revolution is to collapse this system. Nobody's really willing to talk about what's needed to collapse this system, what's going to happen. Nobody's really ready to die about this. Nobody's really ready to bleed for this. We keep trying to come up with these ideas to live peacefully amongst the people who control everything. They control the water. They control the electric grids, the food supply, the media. We don't really understand what it takes to maintain a world power and really run a country. So we'd rather just come up with these ideas to live peacefully and comfortably amongst them. We don't want to do the hard work. We want white people to be our managers. We want them to be our babysitters. We don't want to do what it takes to really have to learn how to control underwater internet cables and really learn how to see how the GPS systems work and everything, even though that was created by us. They've taken us so far from what we know that we're almost reliant on them to be here now. Can we even have a revolution with bourgeoisie groups like the Divine Nines and the Boule groups and Jack and Jills out there that perpetuate the same systems that we're trying to take down? There's so many layers to this revolution. Some of our own people are the obstacles we got to get through our own liberation. They uphold the same white supremacy ideals for their seat at the table. And they're okay with the rest of us fending for ourselves as long as they and their families okay. They take all these crazy oaths and everything, and they hate us just the same. You see, soon as that girl at Target got her little piece of the pie, she already dissing and talking down. It's a saying that says the revolution won't be televised, and I just feel like it won't be televised because it's not going to happen. Until we realize we're at war, we're always just going to be getting attacked from every side, every which way. We're at a point where we literally depend on our enemies to babysit us and manage us while we beg to live comfortably in their system that's made to oppress us. Seeing that Target video just it makes me lose hope for our people. The only way we can achieve freedom is by doing what it takes. That means building up for ourselves and defending it by any means and cutting a lot of ties from systems that's never meant to help us or build or grow us as a people. We can't keep clinging on to these same systems. That's what's our problem. We want to cling on to these systems and make these systems function for us when they're not our systems. I love the enthusiasm of our people of always wanting to do these new cities and these new policies, but this isn't our first go around. There's only one thing left to do that we haven't done, And until people are ready to die and really go to war and really learn military tactics, start training and really peel back from the systems and doing what it takes and filtering our own people out, it's going to be a long, scary road ahead of us. I usually like to offer advice, but seeing how capitalism and the love of money has ruined the last bit of humanity that people have left is just really scary to see what to expect going forward.